Hello everyone, with the arrival of cosmetics in Battlefront 2, credits actually mean something again, and as they continue to roll out skins for your various characters, you will have to keep up a healthy supply of credits in order to avoid paying real money for those skins that you really want, like Chewbacca with a bandage on his arm. They've really gone out of their way to make amazing skins this time around. In this video, I'm going to show you my method of farming credits. And it does take a little while to set up, but once you are there and good to go, you can increase your earning rate by up to and beyond 50%. It is really quite powerful if you just want to get more and more credits. Before we get started, please check out our Discord and our Twitch. You can find that in the description below, and that's where you can join up with 4FS Gaming, play some games with us, help me make some videos, all that cool stuff. So, what are the ways that credits are earned today anyway? Well, you get credits from participating in a match. The higher you score, the more credits you get. Now just recently you also get 100 extra credits for winning. So help your team, get on the objective, win the match, put your back into it. You also get upwards of 2,000 credits for just leveling up your character. Now this exact number depends on your level. Lower levels, like in the first 10, you hardly get anything at all. And once you're level 50, unfortunately that caps out, so you can no longer use this method of just leveling up your career rank to get any money from that. Now you also get 500 credits per day just for logging on, and it's almost just worth doing for 2 minutes if you've got a moment, quickly before you got to run off to work. Pick up that 500 credits because, it's free. And then if you've got a little bit more time, there is the 1,000 credits out of the daily challenge, and completing that is also a nice little boon, unless it's really difficult and out of your way. Now there is one more way that I'm aware of to get credits, and this is if you've maxed out all the star cards in a class, then when you level up with that class or character, you won't get any skill points because, well, that would be really useless. Instead you get 1,000 credits. With this in mind, my ultimate farming method is as follows. Firstly, you need to identify which game mode you like the most. There is no point in grinding for credits in a mode that you despise. Next, pick a class or character that you can play in that mode, and you gotta pick one that you do really well with, because scoring high is pretty important in accelerating your credit earning rate. For Galactic Assault, this might be an officer if that's your favorite class, or a specific hero and villain in Heroes vs Villains. Now remember that if you want to farm in Heroes vs Villains, you're going to need to pick both a hero and a villain because you'll alternate which side you're playing. Now at this point you need to grind specifically on that chosen character to max out all of their star cards and make them entirely purple. Okay, now you think I'm crazy, but it actually doesn't take as long as you might think, especially on heroes and villains, as they don't have a whole heap of cards to max out and they earn their XP quite quickly. Now the base classes do take a bit longer because they have heaps of star cards, but you only need to do one of them, and they don't take a lot of XP to level up after they reach max star cards. Still, it can be a bit of a grind. Fortunately, many of you will be almost there already. Now the final step is simply to play with that character that you have maxed out. Try to do really well, get a high score, and try your hardest to win the games as well, because that extra 100 credits is really the cherry on top. Alright, now let's look at some credit estimates. So if you do average in every game of Galactic Assault, you might get around 400 credits per match, plus 100 if you manage to win. If you are leveling, let's say you're heavy in this example, you might level it up fully every 3 matches. Now this essentially increases your credit score for each match on average by just over 300. Now if you're doing really well, this can go up a lot higher. Players that consistently top the scoreboard will usually get over 500 per Galactic Assault match, plus 100 for the win. And when focusing on a single class, you should level it up about every second match, meaning that on average, you will be earning over 1,000 credits per match. Now it is arguably true that you could earn at an even faster rate in Heroes vs Villains. This is because if you have a good match, you can level up a hero fully. Even in a single match, doing this will automatically increase your end of match XP by 1,000. Even if you're only doing a bit more average and you're leveling up the hero every 2 matches, that's still massive. The drawback in this mode is that you have to max out both a hero and a villain, and you can only benefit on it for half your matches, and if someone picks the one that you've chosen, then on that match you'll just be grinding on another hero for the progression. Now, because I'm a self-aware individual that sees that I'm not perfect and my ideas aren't either, I have some critiques of my own system, because it's not perfect, and there are some problems with it. Here we go. Firstly, it can take a while to grind all of the purple star cards on a character. Now, a tip for getting this faster if anyone still has their crafting parts, which I bet now you're wishing you really do, this is what I recommend using them on. See, I think that spending crafting parts to give skill points on the most part is pretty pointless, because you can't actually use those points to increase the actual level of a character and give them access to higher level star cards. You can only use these points to upgrade within the constraints of their current level, so they don't actually get that much stronger. You still have to play them and level them up and earn more points in order to be able to buy and invest in epic cards. So I spent my 1340 crafting parts yesterday to max out my heavy and my fighter class for the specific purposes of credit farming, and I'm very happy with this decision. I'm quite confident that the best way to spend those saved up crafting parts is simply to try and max a single character so that you can farm credits on them. Now, the other problem with this method is that while you are farming in this way, you're not going to be leveling up any other classes for their progression purposes. Now, this is fine if you're already sitting pretty on a few purple cards for each character, but if not and you're just starting out, you're probably going to want to get all the cool new abilities and cards across your various characters first, so this farming method is more of an endgame technique. I do really hope this has been helpful, and I certainly find it a very good method at the moment to get those sweet skins, like Chewbacca with the bandaged arm. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. This is Ascendance from 4FS Gaming. Please subscribe and come back to see more, and you're all awesome for sticking around for the last line of this video.